Live from our studio in Edison, New Jersey, it's Jersey's Talking with guest host Jamie deRoy.
My next guest was born in Highland, Indiana. He began playing guitar and singing at family gatherings. But that was then, and now singer and songwriter Eric Hansen has an album out entitled Lucky, and he has a couple of dates that we'll mention a little later on. Hi Eric, it's nice to see you again.
Hey Jamie, nice to see you.
I always love that song In Grandpa's Eyes, and that's on your latest CD.
It is.
Coming up after the break, the author of the book Disconnected talks about how some AT&T employees lost their jobs and lived to tell about it. Hi and welcome to Jamie deRoy and Friends. We're here at the kickoff party for the Toyota Comedy Festival at Elaine's. The festival runs from June 7th to June 16th. But first, we're taking you to the Minskoff Theater, where my first guest is currently appearing as Norma Desmond in Sunset Boulevard. Please welcome Karen Mason.
With her special blend of comedy and variety, she's often called the Ed Sullivan of the 90s, and tonight Jamie deRoy and Friends will be performing at the West Bank Cafe on West 42nd Street in Marshall's Women of Comedy. And the very talented Jamie deRoy is with us this morning. We thank you for coming in.
Well, thank you. Nice to be here.
So considering you got a big show tonight.
That's right.
Now this Ed Sullivan of the 90s, this all kind of got started, what, on your 30th birthday?
A really, really, really big show.
You do that well.
Oh, yeah, not really.
How did you get involved with writing for the Academy Awards?
Well, I won't anymore. I suppose it's the president of the Academy is here watching all this. Holy shit, he's got urine sample material. Shit. Oh, good thing Whoopi didn't know about. Yeah, my. The skin of our teeth we got away with. I would informally write for people over the years, and then Alan Carr actually brought me into the infamous Snow White year, where I did everything but Snow White. I have a shirt that says that, everything but Snow White. And the following year, Billy Crystal came and hosted it, and I've written for Billy over the years, and I started writing for Billy, and then we wrote 4 years in a row. We won 2 Emmys for that, and so it just kind of continued. And every year, it's sort of. It's just kind of happened.
Yeah. Now, are you backstage writing all through the program so that things as they happen?
Well, everything's written, but exactly. I mean, the famous year was the Jack Palance when he started doing push-ups, and you pray for that because you hope somebody will make a fool of themselves early in the evening. So, not you, Arthur.
I still remember how afraid I was to show this song to him, that we had spent so much time working on this thing. And he heard Up and Away, and he said, that's it. He says, we're going to call the album Up and Away. And he said, we're going to change the name of the group to the Fifth Dimension. So the Firstles became the Fifth Dimension.
Wow.
And I was there when it happened.
Well, you were an instant success, but you carried it on for many, many years with many, many incredible hits. Well, hi, Marcia Lewis.
Hi.
It's so good to see you.
Thank you. Good to be seen.
Now, I know that you studied to be a nurse, so
I did. Very hard.
How did this all come about that you ended up in the theater? And boy, we're glad you did, by the way.
Well, to make a long story short, probably even longer, a counselor in high school said I should be a performer, but all my life I'd wanted to be a nurse, except when I wanted to be a fairy princess, so now I do a fairy princess number. Anyway, I had always wanted to be a nurse, and when I told my parents that this counselor had said I was natural talent or whatever he said, they said, I thought you wanted to be a nurse. I said, well, I did. And they said, well, why don't you do that? It's only 3 years, and then you can do whatever you want. Well, that sounded logical to me.
That have something to fall back on.
Yes, I pictured a white satin chaise lounge, but I was speaking career.
Hi, and welcome to Jamie deRoy and Friends. Well, this is our last week on Channel 16. As of February, Manhattan Neighborhood Network's Channel 16 moves to Channel 67. We can still be found at 8 o'clock every other Tuesday, only on Channel 67, just a little higher up on your dial. Well, this week we have highlights from 3 off-Broadway shows: Wit, Stop Kiss, and a couple of blaggards.
I'm going to teach you how to do a trick, Jamie.
Okay.
Take this piece of napkin. What we have to do is tear it up.
I don't even rip it right.
I've had years of practice.
There's an art to even ripping a napkin, I think. Okay.
You roll into a ball as tight as you can after you finish tearing it. Okay? Now I have to get my magic coin, and it's a big one, and you tap the coin to the napkin. And what happens is, magically, the napkin restores itself.
Very, very good.
Thanks so much. Now, yours won't happen because you didn't have your magic coin. But let me explain to you how I did it.
Okay.
Very simply, I use 2 napkins. This is the torn one,
Very clever.
and this is the whole one. So let me get rid of the torn ones and I'll start again. What you do is you take one of the napkins, roll into a ball. You can do this at home after dinner. Hold it in your hand. Don't try to be fancy. Just hold it in your hand so your hand looks casual. You then take another napkin and you tear it up. Very simple. And being careful all the time not to show the extra napkin you have in your hand. Okay?
All right.
You tear it up and you roll into a ball. Now, as I go for my magic coin, I rotate both of them and switch them. So now the torn ones are in my hand.
That's the tricky part.
Yes, and that completely whole napkin is on top. I tap the coin, place it in my hand, and watch. It restores.
Very
And
good.
it looks like to everyone that you've completely restored the napkin. Now, the problem is, though, whenever you're doing the trick, never ever show the torn pieces in your hand. That would blow the trick. Because then if that happens, you become a real magician. Wave your hand over it,
Oh.
and you show that one's restored, too.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Well,
So-
that's why you're the pro. Andrea, the best to you.
Love you, sweetie.
Mwah. Thanks.
Thank you for your
Well,
kind
thank
words.
you. You've been a dear friend, and I thank you so
Well,
much
you're a
for
good
coming.
lady. All the best.
Absolutely.
Joel Siegel, thank you
Okay,
so
thank
much.
you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you very, very much, and
Thank you.
wish you best in New York.
Thank you
Great
very
to see
much.
you
Glad to
again,
see you
really.
at last.
Yes, I'm celebrating. Yes.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you so
You're
much.
very, very welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Same
and
here.
Good luck
Shake
with
my
everything.
hand. Shake my hand. The other one.
There
you go.
Oh, Mark, good to see
Thank you.
you.
Bye-bye, Jimmy.
Bye-bye.